6 Italian artists have flown all the way from Italy to Bahrain to perform in the National Theatre. Yes, as part of the Spring of Culture Festival to pay tribute to the legendary Italian musician Giacomo Puccini. And on this episode of the Story Loom from the 973 show, we have the artists joining amidst their rehearsals. Well, let them introduce themselves to us. On the piano,
Jacopo Salvatori.
Yes, and the beautiful voice that I've always been hearing from the ambassador herself.
Desirée Rancatore.
Yeah, and
I am Davide Tuscano.
Yes, and we have 3 violinists from the Massive Youth Orchestra. Right. Welcome to the show, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Well, it's a pleasure that we could be a part of the rehearsal. I just saw a beautiful performance by both the singers. Let's begin on that note. From what I could gather as a common man audiences, that was something very emotional, a conversation, right? Could you tell us what was that? I'm sure it's going to shed some light on the emotional, deep compositions of Puccini, right?
Yes, it's like this music, it's so powerful, so full of emotion. And even in the rehearsal, you can feel it, this kind of power, this kind of love that came from the music, that came from piano in this case and from violin. So even if it's a rehearsal, for us it's like a performance, you know, because we feel the same things. When you sing, you feel this kind of love, this kind of beauty, because Puccini, you know, is the composer of the heart. So, and you can feel it, if you are audience or if you are a singer, so you can feel it. So I think this could be a point in common with us,
indeed,
audience and artists, you know.
Yeah, Desiree, reading about you, you've been part of major orchestras worldwide. How do you look at the Bahrain stage when you're all set to perform at this opera tomorrow in this hall?
I am very excited.
Is this your first time in Bahrain?
Yes, it's my first time here. So it's exciting for me to discover this part of the world, you know.
Okay, all right.
I look around in my career at 30 years that already sing. So I saw so many places. But this is a very beautiful place. And this theater, it's a great surprise for me.
Isn't it?
Yes, it's so beautiful. So to be here, it's a great pleasure. So I'm very happy that I'm here. And yes, I hope that the audience will enjoy with us this music.
Right. Thank you very much. Let me move to Davide Tuscano, right?
Yes, right.
When it comes to music, they say there's no language for music, right? I'm not sure like how many people would be here tomorrow who would understand what you're telling, but how did you prepare yourself for the audience in Bahrain?
So, you said that music is an international language.
Yes.
And Puccini helps a lot us with his beautiful music. So I try to open my soul to the audience and to create like a way of emotion between us. So for me, it's very important to go deeply in the character and to be on the stage and to be in the character on the stage, not to do the character. It's different. So we do this kind of job. For me, it's an honor to be here with Desirée Rancatore. I am a young singer. I am 29. Yes. So I really feel with her a very connection, and she's great. So I follow also this how to say, fiume. Oh my God, this river of emotion. I follow. All right. So it's very beautiful.
You're right. Is this your first time in Bahrain?
Yes, it's my first time. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm very excited because it's very also strange for me to be here. It's a very different place, but it's very beautiful, and I love all the lights, also all peoples, and it's amazing.
Yes. Bahrain is magic.
Yes,
yes.
it is.
Let me now move to the maestro behind the piano, Jacopo, right?
Yes.
Allow me to ask you, when it comes to singing and when it comes to playing an instrument, definitely it's a beautiful blend. How do you bring this, the emotions that both the vocalists were speaking about through your art?
Yes, I am. Well, like, especially with this music, it's important to recognize and feel the energy behind the music and the power that Desirée was talking about. And what, like, playing this kind of music is very nice for me, because I learn a lot from them, and having two incredible singers is really helpful. And what we do is like learning to understand how they sing, how they breathe, and how they produce sound with their voices, and try to support their voices with many colors, with harmonies, and like really support to provide a base, a ground for their beautiful voice. And this is achieved by following the emotions that Puccini's music is able to convey, and well, to the audience, but also to us.
Indeed. And it is 100 years of the musician that we are celebrating here in Bahrain. I would leave the question to all three of you to tell me, like, what kind of preparations have you done, or, what are the challenges that you face when coming to a new country, a new place where you may not know, like, who the audience is. And it's a milestone year, isn't it? 100 years of Puccini. And have you made some effort in picking the right kind of compositions? Is there anything that went into this?
We decided to do the right things for our voice, in the repertoire of Puccini that's very big, So we chose the right areas for us, and the right duo for us.
Right.
So, and there is I'm full of joy to be here. It's not challenging, it's joy. I'm very grateful to life to be here. So
okay, you just mentioned about this theater. You have performed worldwide. What is unique about this place? What struck you first?
I think that the wood speak.
Okay,
and that's arrived to me.
Right.
So when I see wood, it's something that.
You mean those,
yes,
the wooden, okay, all right.
Around.
Okay.
It's a good acoustic, so it's beautiful to be here and sing here.
Yeah. I would now also want to hear from you. We were just discussing, when you were rehearsing, about the voice. You did not even need a microphone, and your voice has been echoing in the theater. What kind of practice goes into it?
A lot of,
yes, of course. I am a young singer,
Okay.
So I start to work, but I am also a student now. And I will be probably a student for all the life, for all my career.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things to talk about, voice and technique and everything. So we try to bring the voice to the audience, to the last one in the last seat in this BS very far. So I can say something like that. Of course, there is a word behind these words, but this is the preparation, the right way to
breathing the right way.
Yes, breathing.
Yeah, the breathing.
Of course.
Okay.
This kind, we need all this preparation to put the voice in the far away.
Yes, and we could see that a lot of effort has gone into it, and God bless you both. And about the music, the instrument, I'm sure this is the theaters, or did you bring it?
Yes, no, this is the theaters.
Theaters. How does it work, like, playing on your own instrument and because earlier we had interviewed another Italian group. I think they brought in that big instruments themselves. How do you find playing in a new instrument? Does it take some time?
This is like the pianist challenge.
Yes.
We always have to play on a different instrument. So
Okay.
you have to get used, and the more you play, the more concerts you do, the more you get used. And there's always a surprise. There's always something which is different from your instrument. There's always, every instrument is unique.
Okay.
As every voice is unique, as every violin is unique. So every piano is can be very different. So you have to adapt.
When did you get to put your hand on her? Today?
Yes.
How is she?
I think it's good.
Okay.
I think it's good. I like it. And it's not only the instrument, but the acoustic in general. So you have to really, really get used and adapt yourself to, so you need to really be kind of ready to change your things and to...
Okay, and that's why you're a maestro.
Yeah.
What would be your one last comment to the audience in Bahrain ahead of the opera?
I think it's a beautiful occasion for them to get to know our music, like Italian tradition, and it's also our joy to bring our music here, and it's also a very beautiful occasion to really have joy and meet other people, and really it's about spending beautiful time. And so I encourage as many people as much to come. So I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful evening.
Thank you, Jacopo.
Thank you very much.
Howard, what is your message to Bahrain?
Our voices, our heart, our soul, and Maestro Puccini in his music.
David.
Comes because you are part of our heart also, because the audience for us is very important. So we will do music all together. So comes to do this experience, and it will be great.
Enjoy.
Great. Can we just get your names, the young men here, the young talents here?
I'm Germano Maniscalco.
Okay.
I am Alessio Calabro. I'm Riccardo Di Prima.
Is there anything that you would like to say?
We are very excited to be here. It's an honor to be with two singers like them.
Mm-hmm.
We are very pleasured to play in this big stage, and we are very excited.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Music is sheer joy indeed. And as we heard from these artists, beyond language, beyond borders, they're just happy. They're just so joyous to perform in the National Theatre. And yes, it is our responsibility to encourage them and to celebrate a legendary composer. So that is the Italian musicians in Bahrain.